And as soon as it says go, we're going to go. And it says go, even though Facebook doesn't say it yet. So we just trust that I'm the one doing the talking. So if anybody gets cut off, it'll be me. And I'm totally okay with that. Everybody, it is Tuesday, September 8th. I have Lizabeth and Cynthia here with me. And boy, oh boy, do they have some information to share. So we started doing these live streams for our podcasts. This is the intro to the topic. By the way, we want you to answer the poll that's going to be coming out, and we want you to share your stories as well around this very topic. Because just like Cynthia and Lizabeth, you have a voice and something that we can learn from. And I want to learn from you as much as I'm bringing you the information that I'm learning from other people like these two wonderful business women that are going to spend a few minutes with us this morning. So this month, okay, but before we talk about this month, hi, Lizabeth. Hi, Cynthia.
Hi.
I'm glad you're joining me for this quick live video. So both of these women are going to be part of our podcast this month called What's in Your Control and What Can You Do with That? And I have to tell you, with so many things that are out of our control, I didn't want to be the whole out of control person. I really wanted to be like, let's anchor in. Let's figure out where are we so we can take that first step forward, because that's usually the hardest. And then after that, what do we do next? We take the next one and the next one and the next one. So here's the poll question that I'm asking our entire audience. So listen up, ladies and gentlemen, because Lizabeth and Cynthia are going to answer this for you right now in their own way. Here's the question that we want to hear about from you. And today we're going to hear from these two. All right, Lizabeth, when you want to identify the elements that you can control within your business, what's the first action you take?
Excuse me, I always turn to my team first. I am a people and community problem solver, and I have been so lucky to be in a position where I'm surrounded by amazing talent. I had a good people picker, and I have people who have expertise in areas that I don't. And that was really important to me. So I always turn to my team first, and then we talk about dividing the information that we do have. Is the information or is the problem a problem that we solve with numbers? Like, is it something statistics based, or is it something measurable? Or is it a cultural problem, a human problem, an emotional problem? If it's a numbers problem, we usually turn to the tools that I have. I'm a bazillion years old, so I've developed a library of tools and templates that is pretty unrivaled, I have to say. And if you know it's measurable, we go there. If it's not measurable, then we try and identify who in our group or who we have an idea, maybe the expert in that area. And so we have had incredible success reaching out to people who are super generous with their time and have amazing ideas and thoughts to share, one of which has been our lovely Cynthia. So I will pass the baton at that point.
You are too sweet. And I love that answer, because one of the things that I tell people is when you're building a new company, the team is like the most important thing. That's what it takes to get execution on anything. So I love that answer, Lizabeth. For me, I generally tend to start with myself, and I feel like when something's gone off kilter, when I feel out of control is typically the time when I'm like, hold on, time out, we need to take a break. And I literally go inside. This is going to get a little bit woo-woo. And for anybody who knows me, I'm not a super woo-woo person, but this is one of those things where I feel like feeling out of control comes from being disconnected from my intuition and my heart and my purpose. So just bring myself right back inside. I get grounded and I ask the question, what's the next best thing to do? And that never leads me wrong. And so whether that's I need to have a conversation with someone or I need to take a step back, sometimes honestly, and these are the most frustrating answers, but sometimes it's like, you need to go walk your dog. And I'm like, dang it. But I have a really long to-do list and that's it. Nope, you need to go walk your dog. Okay, fine. I surrender. So I find checking in with myself and then surrendering brings far better results, because ultimately the only thing we have any control over is ourselves. So that's always where I start.
Okay. One of the things I love about bringing people together is that everybody has a different viewpoint. And this is why we're having this conversation, because
That's
some of
right.
us are going to look outside to be
Right.
able to figure out that's what I built. Here's where I'm going. Some of us are going to go inside. Oh yeah, this is what I am building. And here's where I am going.
Yes.
Both of those things are incredibly important, because
right.
without that balance, we don't have anything we don't have the pieces to build the bridges together, to meet in the middle, to make that possible.
Yes.
Everybody, you are in for a treat this month. Not only do we have this short snippet today, next week there is going to be an article that is almost all done written. And ladies, I always can't believe how much I can actually write once I get started. And it's going to be a doozy. And then the week after that is the podcast where the two of you are featured. Again, like everything that you said is coming out to the world. And the week after that is, all right, watchers, listeners, this is where you come in. Make sure you're watching for that poll. Make sure you're sharing your story, because this is our community piece, that we come together with all of these different stories and we put them together so we can learn from each other and build on it and decide what our next step can be. Because we can, when we know what's in our control, take the appropriate action to move us right toward the next with more confidence than we thought we ever had.
Exactly right.
Yay, perfectly
Yay.
said.
And that's it. I think we're going to call that a wrap. Okay. You know
it.
where to find these ladies online. We're going to keep tagging them, engage with them as well. See you later, everybody.
Bye.